Al, did my Congressman Peter King gift come in yet from Congressman King?
Not that I've seen.
Congressman, I can't seem to find your gift. I'm getting all my Christmas.
I'm here. John, I'm waiting for you.
You're my gift. You are my gift, sir. Hey, Happy New Year, Peter. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you doing?
Good. You know what? It's good. I feel you have worked so hard to help put the country on the right track, Congressman King. And I know I love you. I love you and Rosemary. You know that. But honestly, from the heart, we appreciate the way you shut down gang violence in your district. Who thought it would come out that way? You were first to step up in that regard, and you worked so hard. And we're curious to see what you thought about this General Soleimani situation, sir, because a lot of us say, we support the president going after that. But in an Italian way, Congressman, I thought maybe we should have whacked him and not said anything. You know what I mean? I wasn't, under the radar. What are your feelings on this Soleimani death?
Yeah, I think it would have been hard to do it under the radar because the way it was done. We're the only ones that have the ability to do that, to take somebody out with a drone. So it would have turned out that it was us anyway. So I think it was probably better to get out and front on that. It was the right thing to do. This is apart from the fact that he's a bad guy, an evil guy, with blood on his hands. They've really been escalating over the last several months. The president actually always talked about him being impulsive and everything else. He felt tremendous restraint over the last 6 or 8 months. Iran kept upping the ante. They shot down a drone. They attacked the embassy. They killed him in contact. And so he felt that I agree that dramatic action had to be taken. And as far as the imminent threat, now I haven't seen the details of that. The fact is we know they were planning more, and it was going to be so even if we just saved 1 life or 10 lives, 20 lives, to me it was worth doing, and it sends a signal to Iran that they're not safe anywhere. So I think it was the right thing to do. And we can debate, a really open debate about what our strategy should be going forward. But to have people demonstrating in the streets against the president as if he's a war criminal, he took out one of the world's worst terrorists, something's really upside down in this country. It's really bad.
It's so true, and I like the way they say, "Oh, now they're gonna start rebuilding their nuclear program." They never stopped. Am I right, Congressman King? They never stopped. They never adhered to anything on that quote unquote Iran deal. Correct?
Absolutely, and I've been saying that they could even get it done within months. So that shows how bad the deal was because we gave them $100 billion, whatever the number was, and they were allowed to keep the whole infrastructure in place. All they agreed to do was not to develop it more. Well, now, if it's true that they can have nuclear weapons in place within months, then it showed the whole thing was a sham. Plus, they got $100 billion. But right now, that country is hurting. Their economy is really in bad shape, and they have no real allies. I mean, they have some countries that are scared of them, but they have no allies. Russia and China are not going to get involved on the side of Iran. And so Eddie, nothing is guaranteed in this world. It's a dangerous world. If even one American gets killed in a war, that's one too many. So I'm not trying to downplay any of that. But in the large picture of where we are worldwide, we are stronger now than we were before he was killed.
Yeah. And are you expecting, Congressman, I know you can't talk about things that you hear inside Washington, for security issues, but we're expecting some sort of retaliation, yes?
We are, but the question is, the president of Hezbollah, if they openly retaliate, he's going to go back against them. So I think they're going to be a little more cautious than they may have been otherwise. But, when you talk about, that they may attack us, they tried to blow up a restaurant in Washington a few years ago to kill the Saudi ambassador. They have been killing Americans for the last 40 years. So now what we do have to be concerned about here in the U.S. is Hezbollah, even though it's from Lebanon, it's controlled by Iran. And there are probably hundreds, if not more, Hezbollah agents in this country. Most of them are just there for fundraising and to build up support. But there are some who are trained terrorists. So hopefully our law enforcement agencies have them under surveillance, know who they are. Mm-hmm. And that's why all the criticism over the years of, for instance, the NYPD carrying out surveillance, how terrible that was. These are the type of people you're surveilling. I mean, there have been Iranians captured in New York who are involved in terrorist plots. We know that others are still here, and they are. I'm sure the NYPD is watching them very carefully. Mm-hmm. The FBI is watching them carefully. That's the thing we have to look out for. But I think they're more likely to attack somewhere overseas, like some American installation overseas, or whether it's someplace where maybe soldiers go to relax or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Now,
be very, very careful.
I know. And now we had this attack carried out by the Al Qaeda affiliate AlShabaab, and where we lost a 23-year-old Army specialist, Henry Mayfield Jr. He was killed in this terror attack on a military base used by American troops, and this had nothing to do with the Soleimani killing, correct?
No.
And
no, as far as I know, as far as we know, there's no connection whatsoever. Al-Shabaab, again, is a violent group in Somalia. They had a very strong following in Minnesota, by the way. That's where a lot of Americans have been arrested trying to go over to fight on behalf of Al-Shabaab. But they're not really a factor in New York. And as far as I know, that attack in Kenya had nothing to do at all with Iran or Soleimani.
Yeah. Hey, Congressman, before we let you go, we always appreciate you taking the time, Congressman. So the impeachment thing, with Nancy Pelosi not handing over those 2 articles of impeachment, can't this impeachment be deemed null and void, sir?
Yeah, I know that. I think it was Senator Hawley, I believe, from Missouri, is going to introduce a resolution saying that if the articles are not filed, the Senate can actually make its own motion to dismiss them, and that because they haven't been timely filed, they no longer exist. So she's backed into a corner. That's why she's doing this. She realized that the impeachment itself went nowhere, that the president, if anything, got stronger among the American people.
Right.
So now she's trying to create another issue by saying they need this big trial, they need a circus going on, and also hoping against hope that somehow something else turns up. But after investigating the president for 3 years, probably more than any human being has ever been investigated, and they found nothing, I doubt they're going to find something in the next few weeks. So I think she's stuck. I think she's going to find, we'll have to, I think, send them over to the Senate, and then the Senate will carry on. The Democrats will, saying how they want all these witnesses brought in. If they needed more witnesses, they should not have passed the articles in the first place. You shouldn't finish something until you have everything you possibly could.
Yeah.
They could have gone to court to try and get this testimony if they thought it was so important.
Yeah, it's Congressman Peter King. Hey, Congressman, so when your term is up, I heard you're going to be maybe replacing me on the radio. I mean, I'm hearing things. What do you think? What's your next move? What's your next job going to be when you leave Congress, sir?
Well, first of all, nobody can replace you. I don't know. I'm just really keeping an open mind right now. I definitely want to stay active. Certainly something involving law enforcement or national security, or maybe just going out and being, an Irish entertainer.
That's great.
All you Italian guys, you control everything. Maybe I'll form my own rat pack.
That's great, an Irish one. I'm sure you'll have a great following, Congressman King. Our love to you and Rosemary for the new year, Congressman. We always appreciate you taking the time with us, and thanks for the great job you do down there in Washington, sir.
Great, and hope to see you soon, Joe. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my friend. Congressman Peter King, right there. He's a great guy.